Thanks, Tyler. Many of you are probably recuperating from a busy slate of family, food, football, and shopping over the past few days. Well, there's something else that may still be on your calendar. Year-end charitable giving. Giving Tuesday is today. Joining us live over Zoom is Carl Bates from the Better Business Bureau. And Carl, this is another way scammers try to cash in on the holiday season. What can you tell us?
Well, Sally, this is the big time of year. Over 40% of most charities' donations come in the next few weeks. And the scammers also know that. And so they use the calendar to their advantage. And they're going to be looking out there to see if they can confuse us and take advantage of us so they can cash in on our generosity.
Are charity scams something you see in your office often?
They actually are. Alabamians give a lot, and it's one of the top 10 scams that we see all year long is charity giving, and we try and help people and warn them and provide as much information as possible.
If folks want to give to a charity, how can they do that safely and make sure that their donation ends up in the right hands?
Well, a few simple tips. One, review the charity's mission and their history very carefully on their website. Make sure that they filed their 990 federal tax forms. Those are available through several other charity giving websites like give.org or guidestar.org or on the BBB website. Don't be pressured by any of these emails, as you mentioned before, or a text message. You've got plenty of time to give between now and the end of the year if you're trying to get it in your taxes, or give it next year. It's the same gift to the charity, so just don't be pressured. Make sure you make a good decision. There's a lot of unfortunately fake charities that show up this time of year that solicit money from people, and that they're very slick with the appeal. And so make sure you know who you're dealing with, that they've got all their ducks in a row, and that it's somebody you feel familiar with, and it's not an emotional thing that you're making a quick decision on.
You mentioned that emotional connection and a quick decision. A lot of folks want to give today because it is Giving Tuesday, and they want to say, hey, I took part in Giving Tuesday. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be today. It means just as much to that charity if you give tomorrow or Thursday.
It does, and many of the charities would just as well if you gave to them all year long a little bit as they would get it at the end of the year. So, plan ahead, use Giving Tuesday as a day to do your research, and then sit down and look at who you've looked at and researched, make your decisions, and then go to their websites and make your donation. Again, you've got plenty of time. It's not even the 1st of December yet. So you've got the entire month of December to make those final end-of-the-year gifts. And
these scammers are really smart, and it's easy for a lot of folks to fall victim. So you need to look closely and carefully.
You do, and you want to you do your research. Give.org, guidestar.org, the BBB website, the Alabama Attorney General has information on their website, and they'll be glad to help as well. Do a little research, spend a little time, get to know the charities you're giving to, and you'll earn more trust from the charities as well, and more communication from them in the future, which will make you feel better and make sure that your gift is going as you intended it.
What if you do fall victim to one of these scams and you give money to a charity that's not legit? Should you report it, and who do you report it to?
Well, yes, you should definitely report it, and you should report it to the Better Business Bureau, to our scam tracker website. We track those all across the country, and many of these scammers are national, so they're out all over the country soliciting money. Also, the Attorney General, State Attorney General wants to know about it, and even your local police department should know about it. If you feel you've been scammed, you should contact them and file a report.
These charity scams are just one of the many attempts that scammers use this time of year to take your money. Where can folks go to learn more about all the scams that are going around right now?
Well, BBB.org is the best site you can use. Our scam tracker website, it lists all the scams that we've identified across North America, and that's constantly updated daily. You can also call us if you don't have access to a computer. Call us at our local number, and we'll be glad to help you.
Carl, thank you so much for joining us here on Alabama Live and providing these tips for us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sally.